Hey everyone, Happy New Year. We're in 2024. This is my first video of 2024. I hope you're energized, ready, because 2024 is about to become a really strong year for Xbox and hopefully gaming in general as games continue to pour out at an alarming rate. January is already stacked, February is already stacked, so it's going to be a good time. But what we're seeing here, of course, is not what you wanted to be seeing on people posting, on New Year's Eve. It's crazy. But the goalposts are well and truly moved here. We are seeing influencers from the pony side coming out guns blazing, making sure that they are moving those goalposts as humanly fast as possible. I mean, even the Flash would probably be impressed with how quick they are making this happen. Now, as you can see here on this one right now, Greg says, I know the Xbox cultist narrative about PlayStation gets really ridiculous. They act like third-party games don't exist. For some reason, third-party exclusives don't count unless Xbox does it. It's okay to buy whole publishers, but not individual exclusives for games. Hey, no one has said at any point that it's not the same. They've always money-hatted exclusives. Microsoft went and bought companies. Fair is fair. If they're going to money-hat because of their position, Microsoft will turn around and go, right, okay, we'll just go and buy the publisher. It's no hair of our nose. But the point here that's crazy is this one over here. They act like third-party games don't exist. And this is what I said. This has been the pony narrative always, but the goalposts by every pony now being moved real fast. Literally, what they're saying now is, we don't have any first party games for 2024, none announced, and probably won't be having any this year, but third party games still counts as games, so we've got games. That is their narrative now. Do you remember how all this time when Xbox didn't have it and it was Xbox don't have games? But apparently now they do. I mean, old mate gamer on the right, he's actually one of them. He's now saying, when previously he was saying that third-party games don't equate to first-party games and Xbox don't have games, apparently now they do, because it's affected his favorite plastic box. Now, we've always said third-party games are still games, but the pony narrative was totally different. Of course, that leads us to the mystery showcase that was never ever revealed, unless you're going to count the Insomniac leaks. But the mystery showcase never came. The ones that MBG was saying was coming, the one that Reforged said was coming, all the ponies out there that were clinging on to that super secret, gonna blow your socks off showcase, never materialized. We waited until the very end, multiple different time zones, and it still didn't happen. But apparently, they've given up saying that it's going to happen in 2024. Now they're asking the question, do you think we'll get a PlayStation showcase in 2024? I mean, they've gone from, we're definitely getting one in 2023, not even to, we're definitely getting one in 2024. Now they're questioning, will we actually get one in 2024? Even they are starting to lose some form of faith that they're going to see something. That's quite funny. It is funny. I have to admit, that did make me laugh. This one is probably my favorite one of all. So Mr. Hart here, who has been championing the PlayStation Portal like it's the second coming of Jesus. If you recall, he said that this thing worked perfectly. Out the box, no problems. Beautiful screen, super sharp, super smooth gameplay. And I say here, remember how it was super sharp and super smooth out the box? Guess that was bogus too. Because he turns around and says, I don't know if anybody noticed, but after the 2 updates, it seems like the PS Portal has been much smoother and has a brighter screen. Now I have a sharp, smoother gameplay. So that's pretty much called in 4K, right? Everything he said up to that point has been a lie. Everything. Everything he said up to that point is a lie. One thing he also said, which I can't believe he said in a separate post, was that apparently rebuying the same game on PlayStation VR 2 that was on a PSVR 1 is backwards compatibility. I shit you not. That was his response. He said rebuying the game, because the companies don't have to make it work on the other one, is backwards compatibility because the game is now available on the PSVR 2. I'll leave that one for you to ponder, because there has to be something mentally wrong there for you to be on that one track mind. I mean, if you haven't been brainwashed by now, I'm pretty sure that is what brainwashing looks like. But this one over here, he was singing the praises of the Portal being super smooth, super bright, the perfect gaming machine, when in actual fact, it was a pile of shit. Because as you can see here, it's become much smoother and has a brighter screen now. I have a sharp, smoother gameplay. So previously, those videos that we saw where it was choppy and all over the place, that was his experience. He may have got a semi-decent experience, but now it's a much smoother experience. So clearly everything that came out of his mouth, everything that he posted was a bag of lies. Now this one I thought was hilarious, because apparently it seems PlayStation fans don't even want their first party games either. So I'm not sure if you've seen this, but 2023's most popular games, and this is for Sony PlayStation, and it was checked globally. And Hunter over here, who is a PlayStation fanboy, PlayStation Interactive Map shows the most popular game per country. And you would expect, right, in the countries, you're going to get Gran Turismo 7, you're going to get God of War, The Last of Us, Uncharted. No need to look though, because nearly every country is Fortnite, Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto 5, and FIFA. Only rare exception are Japan and Korea, which prefer free-to-play games, Genshin Impact, Apex Legends. They prefer another Xbox game, Diablo 4, and Elden Ring. So from this list over here, we can see that PlayStation fans prefer 2 Xbox games, Call of Duty and Diablo 4, no PlayStation games, and a bunch of free-to-play games, and some EA games, which, let's face it, apparently they're looking for a buyer. So hint, hint, nudge, nudge, Phil, you know what to do. Okay, this one was this is pretty bad by Nib, right? I think he exposed himself quite drastically. So in 2022, he said, "The point I'm making is that the Xbox has no games complaint, which is valid only in context of poor cadence of first-party releases." And then fast forward, that's 2022, October. Fast forward to Christmas Eve, where my dude decided that he still wants to, console war on Christmas Eve, right? Firstly, PlayStation did have games. It's just y'all too hung up on the first party thing. Point I'm making is that the Xbox has no games complaint, which is valid only in context of poor cadence of first party releases. Firstly, PlayStation did have games. It's just y'all all too hung up on the first party thing, which most consumers don't care about. So why is it when it was for Xbox, they didn't care? And now, he cares. Right? Now third-party games are all the rage, guys. It's all the rage. Everyone loves third-party games. But back when Xbox was going through a rough patch, you've got no games, man. No one cares about third-party games. It's all about that first-party stuff. That was Nib for you. And as you can see here, that goalpost moved real fast as soon as the tables turned to PlayStation, confirming once and for all, it's one rule for Xbox and another for PlayStation. Good to see some things exposed. And this has exposed him. He comes out saying that he is not a pony. He comes out saying that he is not into console wars. But if you're going to make a very stark comparison in this way, one, condemning a platform for not having first-party games because they're going for a rough patch because they were, in the process of just building games. It happens. You can't change that tune and then say, hey, buddy, we got games. They're just all third party and most gamers don't care. If the words hypocrite aren't already plastered all over the screen for you, It really should be. Because hypocrisy has found a new name. And its name is Nibs.
But wait! There's more!
All of this, let's be honest, we rightfully make the distinctions between first-party and third-party exclusives for console war brownie points. But wasn't Nicola the one that was going about and saying, hey guys, Xbox has no games? Remember that? I remember it. Do you remember it? Because I'm sure you remember it. In the real world, Stacy the Normie doesn't give a F if FF16 is made by Sony or not. But it mattered to you. I don't care about Stacy. I care about you. And at the end of the day, it mattered to you when Xbox didn't have the first-party games trickling out, or very few first-party games coming out. All you cared about was Xbox had no games. But as soon as that table turns to PlayStation, it doesn't matter if we don't have any first-party games. It don't. It really don't. Because we got third-party games. Yeah. We got all them studios that are just doing something like Bluepoint. What are they doing again? Because no one actually knows. And they got other studios that, what are they doing again? Well, no one really knows. What about it? Oh yeah, they got shut down. Okay. But the tables, now that they're turned, and there's no PlayStation first party, but good Lord, I love the way that these tables have turned. I love the way. Remember the goalposts moving as usual with Sony fans. Now it's okay to include third-party exclusives. Nah, PlayStation has no games. You've all come full circle now. There's no taking that away. Xbox has outplayed you on game output now and turned that meme back on you. Exactly this. Love to see that goalpost moving. It's what they do best. Oh, and make excuses. And that is exactly what these two are doing. Making those glorious excuses to keep themselves mentally, just to reassure themselves that there might be something like a showcase coming this year. Let me know what you think, folks. Let me know what you think. We've got one dude who turns around and says his PlayStation Portal now is much smoother and totally playable because it was the best perfect machine. And now it runs so much smoother. So clearly it wasn't running well at all. He was lying out of his teeth, like most ponies do. Then you have Nibs trying to say Xbox has no games, and then we have games. We've got PlayStation fanboys now coming to the realization that no one wants to play PlayStation exclusives. They're just not popular. They don't sell as well as the FIFAs, the Maddens, the Fortnites, the Grand Theft Autos. They just don't sell as well as those games. Even Call of Duty and Diablo 4 is selling more than their games. Obviously, they're multi-platform, but still, you've got 170 million consoles between the PS4 and the PS5, and you only sell 15 million God of War games? From 150? That's a 10%. Only 10% of their player base is buying it. This is why Sony's pushing that we need to get like 400 or 500 million consoles, because they know no one's buying the games, but if they ship enough consoles, they're hoping that 10% continues to go on. You let me know what you think in the comment section below, folks. This is the first video of the year. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let's have that discussion. Let's try and get those likes coming in, those subscribes coming in. We are aiming for 10,000 subs for this year. That is my first milestone of a few. Let's see if we can hit it. Right, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Remain legend.